to another episode of Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh. Welcome to the Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh podcast. Not your average tea party, not your average podcast. My name is Taylor Leigh, and this podcast is meant to be all about chaotic bestie energy, cozy vibes that just feel like you're chatting with a friend, and of course, spilling random internet tea that you didn't even know you needed in your life until now. So get ready, grab your favorite mug, get cozy, and let's spill some tea. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh. I'm your girl, Taylor Leigh, and today is an extra special episode because not only is it my first episode with a guest, it's with an extra special guest. Some of you may know her as Tian. I just call her mom. Everybody, please welcome to the pod my mom, Tina. Hey. Thank you so much for coming on the pod. I really appreciate it. But before we go any further, for the people that don't know, I feel like you need to explain the lore of Tian. Where did that nickname come from?
Oh my God, Tian. That was like, how many years ago was that? That was
I don't even know, like 5 or 6 years ago.
7 maybe? In
No,
the other house.
'cause
It's been a while. Okay.
It wasn't in the other house. It was in this because Taryn was there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we like to play Drunken Uno.
Tradition.
Yeah, you can explain what that is later. So, we play Drunken Uno. My husband is the scorekeeper, so he writes all of our names across the top of the sheet. And he was so drunk, like he was so drunk that night.
He was so drunk.
He misspelt my name. So obviously, like my name is Tina, super easy spelling.
His own wife's name.
Yeah, Tina. Like how fucking hard is that? He spelt it Tian. And then it became a running joke, I guess.
That whole night, everybody just called you Tian, and then from then on, it just stuck.
It's just stuck. That's my nickname. That's what I am in his phone. That's what everybody calls me. It's Tian, Tian. So that's the lore.
I love that. I feel like it's almost weird when I hear people call you Tina now.
It kind of feels weird because I'm so used to being called Tian now. And like that, yeah, it's just kind of, it's weird to hear your own name being called in general.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah.
It is kind of weird.
I mean, she even made a sign for our bedroom door.
I did.
And it says Andy and Tian's room.
Yes.
That was when we moved into that house. So it was in the other house.
No.
Yeah.
Taryn was there, though.
Taryn was there in the other house.
For a little bit.
At the end.
Yeah, towards the end. That's true.
And I still have that sign on my door. 7, we've been in that house.
Keep it forever.
6 or 7 years, yeah. It's
Like
staying up there. I'm not taking it down.
It's 2025, so 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years. Almost 7 years.
Yes.
Because it was like, what, March or February?
March of 2019 is when we moved in there. Yeah. It's been a while.
Long time.
So that's my name, Tian.
That's her name. Don't wear it out.
That's right.
All right. Now, before we get into some tea, I need to show you guys this adorable little keychain from my friend's brand. It's called Uncensored Moms. I will post a picture on my Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh Instagram, and also I will add a little picture of it here so you guys can see it better. But it says MILF, and it's so freaking cute.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
You see?
I want one. That's so cute.
She has it you can get it in multiple different colors. She's got like pink, blue, like a whole bunch of them, and you can get the MILF one, but she's also got other designs too. She's got ones that say like hot girls can't park. I told her to make one that said like hot girls hit curbs because I can definitely park, but I do be hitting curbs.
You do be hitting curbs. Yeah, that's for sure.
Hitting curbs. Yeah. Anyways, everybody go check out Uncensored Moms on Instagram.
Super cute. I love that.
Yeah, right? I love that. All right, Tian, you know how this goes. I asked you to bring in a piece of tea to spill, so I want to know what is going on in your life lately. How have things been going? What happened on the weekend?
Oh God, we're gonna talk about the weekend.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we got invited to a friend's house for a little Halloween thing. We didn't dress up or nothing like. We're too old
I
for
was
that
gonna
shit.
say, did you
No,
dress up?
no, and actually nobody did really. And
Really? That's
really,
so lame.
like we were basically the only people that showed up. So whatever.
Oh,
We went to Brian and Crystal's house, and we always have a great time there. Like,
yeah.
you know,
You had a
I
good
mean,
time
you've
with your
been,
friends. Oh yes,
S-
I have been called to be the designated driver to pick them up after a night of drinking on multiple
I mean,
occasions
okay, listen, when you
from
have
their
an
house.
oldest child that can drive, why not make them your Uber driver when the people literally live 5 minutes away from it, right? Like,
That
why pay
that
for
is
Uber when
true.
you can just call your kid to come pick you up when you've been drinking
That
at night,
is true. They
right?
do live really close, so
Right.
it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, so we went to their house. Some drinks were had. A lot of drinks were had. And I got to tattoo your dad.
You tattooed dad.
I did, yeah. So, Crystal has I don't even know how this came up. Like, she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
how did that start?
okay." I kind of okay. So her son's girlfriend Preeti lives with them,
Okay.
and Crystal was telling me about how she works at her friend's tattoo shop, like cleaning up and whatnot. And she showed
Mm,
me like she gets paid in tattoos, right? So she
yeah.
showed me Preeti's new tattoo, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cute." And then she's like, "Yeah," and she's starting like to tattoo. I was like, "Cool." And then Crystal's like, "Well, we have a tattoo machine here," and I was like,
I kind
"Oh."
of wish I went. We were invited to that party, but we didn't go because it was Taryn's birthday, so
I
we were
mean,
busy. But
yeah. So, whatever. She just kind of casually mentions that she's got this tattoo machine, and I'm like, okay. And this was still kind of fairly early in the night. We weren't like super drunk yet,
okay,
like
so you're being somewhat
right,
responsible-ish.
trying to. And then the night goes on, and the drinks are flowing, and somehow it gets brought up again, and Dad is like, I want a tattoo. And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want somebody to tattoo me."
Like right here, right now.
Like right here, right now. And Crystal was like, she was like, "Okay, let's fucking do this.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go."
go.
And so we were gonna get Preeti to do it, but she had been drinking too, and she's like, "I'm not like I don't feel comfortable doing that." And I'm like, "Okay." So
Fair enough.
Crystal sets everything up, and originally Crystal was gonna do it
On dad?
on Dad, right? Because we're like, "Well, what do you want?" And he's like, "Well, I
Yeah.
want my wife's name. No, I want her nickname. I mean, what's more, what says love more than that?" Which, true. I mean, we've been
The
together.
nickname that he gave you too.
The nickname he fucking gave me because he was so drunk and fucked up my real name.
Wait,
Like,
sorry. Say how long you were together before I cut you
we've
off.
been together for 17 years. So,
It's a
I
long
mean,
time.
that's a long ass time.
And if you're wondering, because I'm 27, he is my stepdad, but that's my dad.
That's her
That's
dad.
dad. That's
Yeah.
dad. Anyways,
So yeah, everything gets set up, and I write my nickname on his arm, and then he said he wanted me to do it. And I was like, "Really? Let me take this opportunity to hurt my husband just a little bit." Just
yes,
a little bit, right?
yes.
When you get that opportunity, I think you can, like, you gotta fucking take that
I would
chance,
take it.
right?
I would take it.
Right.
I would
So,
take it.
I mean, mind you, this man sleeps through fucking neck tattoos, and, the more you drink, the less fucks you give, basically.
Did he bleed a lot? I feel like I
No,
heard maybe it's a myth, but when
I
you're
think that's a
drunk and you
myth.
get a tattoo, it's
No,
like
I
taking
think that's
blood
a myth
thinners or
because,
whatever.
yeah, I mean, you've seen the video. You watched the video, right?
I did. I clicked on it, but I also kind of wanted to save it, and I wanted you to show me on the podcast so that I could see it and give you my live reaction.
Oh, I can do that. I can show you the video.
I would love to see
It's
the
like a
video.
2-minute video though. But
That's
anyway,
okay. We
so
can skim it.
I wrote my name on him, and yeah, I tattooed my nickname on his arm. He did not bleed at all.
Was that you, like, the way that it's written does not look like your handwriting? Is that
It
because it was so hard to do with the tattoo gun?
it is. It's a lot harder than, like, you think it's going to be like drawing with a pen. It's not, because you have to go in kind of deep. And at first I was doing it really light, and you'll hear in the video, it's like, "That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. Go harder."
Oh
So
my god.
like the writing on his arm, like when I did it with like a Sharpie, and it's hard to write on skin with a Sharpie, like to make
it's
it nice
moving,
looking.
too. Like, just writing on skin in general, it's moving. You have to, like, hold it steady.
Well, and him being drunk, he was not still.
Oh,
So
and he talks a lot too, so I can imagine he was just yapping the whole time.
oh
moving
god,
his
yeah.
arm.
and he's drinking and he's talking and he's moving. So, I mean, yeah, it is my handwriting on his arm, but it's really hard. It's a lot harder to tattoo than you think. Like, props to all the tattoo artists out there, because I will never do that again. Well, maybe the next time we go to Brian and Crystal's, I might, like,
I
add a little bit something. No.
But it's like after
Fucking
you start
squirt it,
tattooing.
baby. Squirt it.
After you start
Squirt.
tattooing.
So just like
You want
Like
to
a
do the
pen,
outline
right?
then
It's
squirt.
just like a pen, but like
ready?
Do it. Yeah, just do it. Go.
You can do it. Tina, I believe in you.
go deep.
Deep.
How do I know? How
Well, that's not deep. Don't be scared, dear.
Would you like Tiff to
I'm
tattoo
not
you?
scared, dear.
How much is the
There
Milo?
it is, or what?
Are you gonna make it?
Deeper. Harder.
I
Harder.
know you don't like tattoos. Why don't you like tattoos?
There. Right there.
Yeah,
Oh my God, look at that. Did I just tattoo my husband? You did that. You tattooed your husband. Shitty heart. Here, I'll give that to you.
Maybe
You
let
just
Crystal
did
fix
that.
it up a little.
The exposure fucked it up.
Well,
But
you can
that's
always
okay.
you can
I'm
add a
gonna
picture
edit
in
it.
there for everybody that really wants to see that, or you can go on my
I'll edit
Facebook.
it.
It's on there.
Yes, if you know my mom, which
Yes.
a lot of my friends do, and a lot of people that listen to this podcast are like my old friends that know you.
I love all your friends, by the way.
Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. I love to hear that. I love to hear that because I had some friends in high school that you didn't really like that much.
You know what's funny is
We're not
something
gonna say
came-
names.
No, but there was something that came up in like
Most of them you didn't
my
like, though.
Facebook memories. I think it was from like around this time when we lived in the complex, and you're like, I'm gonna go hang out I'm gonna go to my friend's house for the night, and I was like, no, because you told me you were gonna go out drinking with them, and I think that's one of your friends that I said was gonna get pregnant first.
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about?
yeah.
I'm like, I don't like that girl. She's gonna get pregnant. All her friends are very nice, and I love them to death because they like
I don't
my
think
assumption.
I don't think it was her that I went out with, but I know who you're talking about. Sorry, keep going, keep going,
Yeah,
keep going. I'm just trying to think.
I was just like, you're 13. You're not going to a party at 13 to go out fucking drinking at 13. No. You were 13. I'm pretty sure you're 13 or
Well, then
14.
maybe it was her. I don't know. Either way,
I
my
still
mom
love all your
came-
friends. I was wrong about like the
Yeah, yeah.
assumptions. I was wrong.
My mom made a lot of assumptions about my friends, and she was wrong. But wait, if it's who I'm thinking if it's who I'm thinking it was, you were right about your assumption.
I think it is who you're thinking of because that was the first girl.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying
No,
we
she's
all
a lovely
followed
girl.
suit.
I like Taylor hung out with her for a while after that, and she's a very nice girl. My assumption about her was wrong, so I'm sorry.
Within the span of like 3 years, we all had kids except for one.
Really? Oh
Trina.
yeah.
Trina
Yeah.
didn't have a kid. We
Yeah.
all- like my core group, like my core girl group in high school, like aside from Bestie Brooklyn and all that stuff, because she was there, but she came in like later edition. Anyways, my mom made like predictions about like us becoming like teen moms and shit. So you basically jinxed us. You didn't make a prediction
Well,
about me,
no, because
but you made a prediction about my friends, and we were
technically only one became a teen mom.
Technically, one's a teen mom.
because you guys were
One of
more
them was
on the adult
18.
side.
well, the first one was a teen mom. The
Yes.
second one was 18. I was 19. And then because the fourth one is same year, 2017 baby, but she's older than me, she was 20 by the time her daughter
So, I
was
mean, you
born.
guys weren't, like, when I say teen mom, I meant, like, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
were
yeah,
more
yeah.
towards adult age,
Adulthood,
right?
yeah.
So,
I mean, it
but
is
still,
what
I
it
love
is.
all your friends.
Yes.
The ones that have been there, the OGs.
The OGs.
And I
Brooklyn's
love
been there for a long
Brooklyn.
time. I can't believe Jordan said that she didn't know who Brooklyn was.
I know, there's, like, a picture of Brooklyn and Tanisha
Yeah.
at the
At the
park
rugby thing
with
with
Jordan,
Jordan and
on
Maddie.
their shoulders.
Jordan's
Like,
literally on Brooklyn's shoulders
know.
in the picture. She's like, I don't remember you. And Jordan's like, Brooklyn's like, I've known you since you were like this big. Like,
I know.
I literally,
I think
you
Jordan's
were
just
on my
pulling
shoulders.
people's legs because, like, come on. Like,
She's a silly
we see
goose.
Brooklyn, like, at least once a year.
like at the family.
At the family functions.
yeah. At
the
the
family
family function.
functions.
She's always there.
She
like,
was at my
birthday
50th birthday
parties.
party, like, and
Yes.
Jordan was there, like, hello.
She's oblivious.
Yeah.
She's oblivious. I have notes and I just want to make sure that I'm staying on task because I have quite a few things to say. So Anyway, while my parents were getting tattooed on Saturday, I was over here trying to make sure that Taryn's birthday didn't get ruined by a crazy lady who was wearing two different shoes who hit my car right outside the restaurant.
What?
I had to deal with the hostess telling us that our reservation didn't exist for our party of 8, which only 7 showed up, but that's fine. And yeah, just basically recording a failed podcast episode that wasn't even recording at all, and making sure to keep my house afloat and not lose my mind in the
Okay,
process.
I need to hear about this crazy lady with the 2 different shoes that hit your car. So, what?
Okay, so we're on our way to Kelly O'Brien's in New West for Taryn's birthday dinner, and it was me, Taryn, Jeremy, and Kayla in the car, and Jeremy drove my car because he wasn't like drinking, and then they were gonna drive back.
Yeah.
So we go there, and first of all, we were already running late for the reservation because Jeremy made a wrong turn, and we had to like pull a U-turn and like whatever. So we were already running a couple minutes late, and I
Happens.
was stressed out because the girl on the phone when I booked the reservation had told us that if our party, like full party, wasn't there within half an hour of our reservation time, they were going to start taking tables away because they were going to be busy and stuff. And I'm like, we can't have that because then people are not going to have a place to sit. So whatever. We get there, we're like just pulling up, and my friend Caitlin, Bestie Caitlin, was already there, and she called me and she's like, there's no reservation. I'm like,
Oh.
what do you mean there's no reservation? She's like, there's no reservation here. Are you sure you booked at this location? I'm like, yeah. And I was telling her what name it was under because it would either be under mine or Taryn's, all the information. And the hostess is just like, I don't have anything. I have like a John and a Brian for like a party of 15. And I'm like, no, like I'm losing my shit on the phone. And I'm telling Caitlin all the details. I'm like, they said they would put us upstairs and like bring an extra server and da 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 da. And she tells her, and she's like, oh, that party. Yeah, come right this way. So I'm like,
Heart attack.
I'm annoyed because I'm like, okay, you got me tripping, thinking that this whole night's gonna be ruined. Okay, literally, I get off the phone with Caitlin. We find a spot because it's all like parallel street parking outside of the restaurant,
Yeah.
and we're at the back of the street parking, so it's not like we have to parallel park into it. We literally just have to basically pull in. But we were on the wrong side of the road, so we turned around, whatever, and went. There was a clear space. It wasn't anything like we weren't blocking traffic. We weren't doing anything. Jeremy had his signal on and everything. He was going to pull into the spot and everything. And all of a sudden, we feel a crash and hear a bang. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, we don't have time for this right now. Like, somebody just hit my
Oh.
fucking car. Okay.
My God.
So then we get out and we see that it's this lady who, I don't want to be mean right now, but she's this old lady and she's frazzled and she looks like a dementia patient that escaped the fucking ward because she's wearing 2 different shoes, but not just 2 different shoes, Mom. She's wearing a boot and like a canvas shoe.
Like a very noticeable
Like
2
a
different
very
shoes.
noticeable 2 different, and she's like frazzled and she's like, this is my son-in-law's car. There's no damage to my car, like
Okay,
not
well,
even
that's
a
good.
scratch.
That's good.
So she didn't hit us. We were going so slow. Like she's like, I didn't see you. We're like, how
How,
could
how do you not see a whole ass car?
how do you not see a whole ass car with our fucking signal on and like everything? Like Jeremy was totally in the right. It wasn't his fault. It was this lady. So we check her car and there's no damage except for on her like license plate area. The like, you know, the frame thing that it sits on for like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
newer cars.
Yeah.
That black piece around it was cracked, and then the thing was like dented a little bit. So she's like, I just want to take a picture because it's my son-in-law's car, and like I don't even think she was supposed to be
Like,
driving.
how did she even hit you though?
Because okay, so where it was is right by the end of the line of where the parking is.
Yeah.
Where we were, there's a corner that you turn to get onto like that street. So she was just
Okay.
coming around the corner.
Oh.
She just cut the corner too close.
It's not like she was trying to
basically.
park or anything.
She wasn't trying to park.
Got
No,
it.
I don't think so. Anyways, but then she leaves her car in like the middle of the area because she like she hit it, and then Jeremy like just continued to pull
pull
into
in
a
and-
spot,
yeah.
whatever. And then so she leaves her car in the middle of the fucking road, and then people are trying to get around, and we're like, maybe you should move your car like off to the side. She moves it like 2 inches. Cars are still struggling to get around her. We're standing up there. It's taking way too long to like. I said, I'm like, there's no damage. I'm fine. Like, we got a reservation. Like, let's just go. I'm not dealing with
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But she, because it was her son-in-law's car, wanted to
Just had
deal
to
with
get all
it,
that
which-
information.
whatever. They exchanged
Ugh.
information and whatnot. But it was just like, I thought I was about to crash out, like full crash out. If there was a big ass fucking dent in my car or anything like that, I was gonna lose my shit. The lady was very sweet and apologetic, so I didn't get mad at her or whatever. But I was literally when I saw who it was like a little old lady. I calmed down a little bit, but I was about to fucking get out of the car and start losing my shit. Kayla got out of the car and got started getting all of like not like yelling at the lady or anything, but she was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like gets out of the car and like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like what the fuck is that?" And then we saw who it was and whatever. But
Aw, maybe she was just having like a really hard, tough day, you know, and like it explains like the two different shoes. Maybe she was running out to grab something. You don't know what somebody's situation is, but
right,
that's kind of
it was
crazy.
raining and it was nighttime too, and it is.
I mean, I
hard to
can't. I
see.
hate driving in the rain at night,
Yeah.
so it's really hard to see. But that's crazy.
I
That's
think what
crazy.
had happened was she was probably trying to drive around it because there's like a thing. So like we came around and then Jeremy had to like because we had to turn around, so we basically made like a U-turn and because there's like a median thing there.
Yeah.
So the road is very narrow,
And
then
that's a
when we
busy
had
area,
turned
right?
around, yeah, there was
Yeah.
nobody there, but when we had turned around, Jeremy went like just a little too far, so we had to adjust and then pull into the spot, which he was basically fully into the spot, but the tail end was sticking out just a little bit. I think what happened was she was impatient and didn't want to wait and just tried to pass around him, but he was going slow enough where she was still accelerating, and it was like, you know, like maybe she thought there was enough time for him to fully pull in so she could pass, but then
Yeah.
she was like, oh shit, and then hit him.
There's lots of
Maybe.
impatient drivers out there, so that would make sense because a lot of people are just like, fuck this, I'm just gonna go around you, not wait.
Yeah.
And then at least there's
And
no
that's what
damage to your
happens.
car though. So
Yeah.
that's good. Thank God.
I am happy
I
about
would
that.
shit if somebody fucking hit my Jeep. I'd be like
Your Jeep's
Caitlin.
brand new.
Yeah, I'd be getting out and being like, what the fuck? Like, nah, man.
Yeah. No.
That's crazy. But you
Yeah.
guys had a good time after that, right? Everything like worked out.
We did have
Your
a good
reservation
time.
was all good. Okay,
Everything
that's
was good.
That's
Everything was good. We did have a good time after that. Not everybody who I invited was able to come, but that's okay. The people that did come, we had a great time.
That's good.
Speaking of impatient people, though, really quick, we saw a hit and run after the BC Lions game. We went to the BC Lions game on Friday night, and you know the funny thing is Lisa had just got Taryn a new dash camera for his birthday. She got us one before, but it was this one has like the front and the back to record
Oh yeah,
both.
yeah.
Anyways, we didn't put it in the car yet, but if I did have it in, I would have got this whole thing on video. We're stopped at 152 and 104 by the mall, and I was the first car at the red light, and we saw this guy just like the light went yellow and was turning red, and this car just fucking blew the red light and just absolutely smoked this poor little, like, it looked like, I don't know if it was an old lady or an old man, but
damn.
this little car took the bumper clean off and just kept flying down 104. Like, hit and run, just gone. And
Dash
me and Karen
cams?
were like, did you see that shit? Like, holy fuck, like bumper in the middle of the road and
That's
everything.
crazy. This is why having a dash cam is important.
Yeah.
I love my dash cam because I've seen some shit on my fucking dash cam.
Every time, like, we
Make
got a
sure that
dash
gets hooked
cam.
up in the car.
We
for
have
sure.
to because
Yeah.
we got one a year ago and then misplaced it and still have not like bothered to hook it up. But since then, I have witnessed some pretty fucking crazy shit on the road, and now I wish that I had the dash cam set
Yeah.
up.
They're definitely good to have.
Okay, so now it's time for one of my favorite parts, the Reddit section.
I love this part.
Yes. So, Mom, I picked a few stories. No, not a few. Ah! I picked one really good one. I looked through a few and I skimmed, but I found one that I think we're really going to enjoy. I feel like it's right up your alley. This story comes to us from the Charlotte Dobre YouTube subreddit, and the title is I hired 2 drag queens to my best friend's wedding to spoil her mother-in-law's plan.
Oh,
Memoirs.
yes. I love a good drag queen story.
Yes, and this comes from the mother-in-law from hell section under the YouTube Charlotte Dobre YouTube subreddit.
Oh, mother-in-law from hell stories are good too.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so this story happened 12 years ago when one of my best friends was about to get married. She and her fiance, let's call him Joe, had been together for about 3 years when they decided to finally get married. Joe's mother is a horrible person. I have no other words to describe her but horrible. Obviously, she and my friend didn't get along. When she heard about the wedding, she went ballistic. She really didn't want her son to get married, especially with that kind of woman. What kind of woman?
Yeah, like what kind of woman?
Like what? What's the issue
What's the
here?
problem?
I hate people that just like right off the bat, like, I don't like you. You're not good enough for my son.
Right? Like,
Like,
well, what the fuck does that supposed to mean?
what do you mean I'm not good enough for your rusty, crusty, dusty ass son? Like, what are you talking about? Anyways, my friend and I met at a theater company. In theater, there's a lot of LGBTQ members and sometimes kind of funny and weird people. And this is something that mother-in-law disapproved of. Oh, so she's a homophobe.
Oh, that's what it is.
So she's a
Oh.
homophobe. Right off, you don't even got to say anything
Yeah,
else. I already know
yeah.
she's a homophobe. God damn it. Okay. Besides, Joe was an only child. That makes sense as well.
Mhm.
That
Yeah,
makes
this
sense
is
as-
all falling together
Mama's
here.
Boy, mama's
Yep.
boy. Okay.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting somewhere. All right. So he was an only child, and his parents have divorced a long time ago. And since my friend's family live in another state, that meant they had to travel out of city often. And so mother in law would be more alone. Joe's mom made things very difficult. She would pick fights out of nowhere against my friend, let's call her Clara, and always made very snark remarks about her body. She had breast implants and used to go to the gym regularly. She would compare her with some of Joe's exes or clients as he is a physical trainer.
Red
What the
flag.
fuck?
That's like red flag right there with the mother-in-law. Like that's a huge
don't
red
like this
flag.
bitch.
No, I don't like her either.
I don't like this bitch already. right off
she's
the
got
bat.
whatever is coming to her.
She's got it coming.
She's got it coming.
She's got it coming. She's going to deserve it. All right. So she would say, I mean, they are fit, but they are also natural. We are not completely sure, but we heard that she started a rumor saying that Clara had been a sex worker before getting her job at the theater using her old services. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Why would you start
What
a
is
rumor
wrong
about
with this fucking lady?
Why would you start a rumor about this is
Your
like so
future
this is
daughter-in-law,
supposed
for
to be-
one.
Yes, this is supposed to be someone that's going to be welcomed into your family. So now you want to know, you want everyone to know that there's like a sex worker in your family, which apparently is really taboo and not okay with you.
Yeah,
which-
that makes no
whatever. Do whatever
sense.
you want to do, but like. Why are you starting shit? So now you spread this rumor, and then your son's gonna get married to this girl, and now like the whole family, like great aunt Mildred, is gonna be like, "Glad to know you're marrying that whore."
Right?
Can't wait for the divorce. Like, what the
like,
fuck?
holy shit.
I can't.
No.
I can't with people. So it came to a point where it was just unbearable for Clara to keep visiting Joe's mom. So Joe started going alone. Okay, I would. Yeah,
Fair.
fair.
Fair on Clara's part.
Go see your mom on your own time. When the wedding was only a few weeks away, and Joe made it very clear that he was still getting married, things kind of calmed down for a moment, although it was suspiciously calm. So one day, Joe goes to see his mom, and while she's still getting ready, the cleaning lady, that Joe paid for, by the way, tells Joe that she had recently found an invoice receipt for a wedding gown in a bridal shop. The cleaning lady, using her common sense, thought the invoice belonged to Joe because it was a bridal gown in white, and she gave it to him directly, and he didn't remember what wedding gown, since Clara had already chosen another white dress that was not a wedding gown, but it was only white. So instead of asking his mom about the invoice, he told Clara. Clara immediately knew what was on. They kept investigating, and they found out that mother-in-law had gone to a bridal shop and got a really cheap wedding gown for herself to wear at the wedding.
No.
You're
No fucking way.
You're gonna go and wear a wedding dress to your son's wedding.
This is like 100 degrees of fucking crazy.
I-
Like, what the fuck?
like-
That would be like me, like when you and Taryn get married, that would be like me or Lisa going to fucking get a wedding gown to wear
going
at
to
your
David's
wedding.
bridal and
Yeah.
fucking like it's one thing to wear white to a wedding,
Which you should never do.
which you should never ever ever do, but to wear a wedding gown
That's
to
insane.
somebody else's wedding.
No, that's like so
Lock her up.
that's so fucking wrong.
Lock her up.
That's
Psych
fucked
ward.
up. Yeah,
Psych ward
that's
immediately, because you got to be fucking insane to think that that's okay in any way,
that,
shape, or form.
no, it's not.
No. The cleaning lady found the dress in the closet and told Joe over the phone. So Clara calls me and her two bridesmaids to ask what she should do. She wanted to go straight to mother-in-law's house and tell her that she knows all about it and that she either wears another dress or gets uninvited. But then we convinced her that even if she's busted now, the day of the wedding, she would still try to pull something out and probably make things worse. So it's best to let her think that her plan is going on well, but make it play against her. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, even if they say something to mother-in-law, she's still gonna try and pull some shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
She
she's
said-
definitely gonna
She
try and
sounds
pull
like
some
yeah,
shit.
she sounds like the type that
Yeah.
is ready to fucking pull
Yeah.
some shady shit no matter what.
Yeah.
So it says, keep in mind we are less than 2 weeks away from the wedding, and there aren't really much changes that you can do by then. Clara didn't want an altercation during her wedding, and Joe had many problems with his mom, so she didn't want this to become an even bigger problem.
Fair.
Fair enough. So I went on to hire 2 entertainers for the wedding for about 1 or 2 hours. I knew a drag queen actor at the theater and he worked at a drag show. So I asked him to get 2 drag queens that had a wedding gown disguise or that they could make something very similar to a wedding gown in less than 2 weeks. I actually did tell them the whole story, so they accepted more for the tea than for the money. Really, we hired them for 2 hours of entertainment for the guests at the wedding and bring a bit of theater flair. So I think the best thing to do would be to send a picture of that same dress, because like the cleaning lady said that she saw it in the closet. Take a picture of that dress, send it to them, and get them to wear the exact
yes.
same dress.
Yes, because you know a drag queen could do it. They could whip
They
that
could
shit
whip
up
that
in
shit
like
up.
days.
They
Yes,
could- yes.
yes, that'd
Okay.
be fucking sweet.
So the day of the wedding comes, and mother-in-law texts that she's running a bit late, but on time for the ceremony. Wait,
Of course she is.
she's gonna bust
She's-
in right before they're gonna, and she's gonna come in when it's announcing the bride. I swear.
Oh,
Like,
I
that's
could
what I
see
think.
That. I could.
The
Yeah.
dramatic, like the dramatics
for
of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That or like at the point where they say, "Does anybody object to
Oh my
this
God.
wedding?" Right, and then here comes
bitch
mother-in-law in her
fucking
fucking
stands
wedding
up.
dress.
Yeah, no. That like how are you not embarrassed? That's a line from Charlotte Dobre. How are you not embarrassed? Like seriously.
Clearly, she don't give. She's so
Some-
crazy. She don't fucking give no fucks.
Some people just genuinely don't give a shit.
No.
All right, so the day of the wedding comes, and mother-in-law texts that she's running a bit late, but on time for the ceremony, because she didn't want to get sent back home to change. Yes, she knew if she came late, there would be no time.
Right.
God damn it. She shows up in a white gown, and I kid you not, a little white hairpiece that resembles a tiny white veil.
Oh my god.
Not only this crazy ass bitch. Not only is she coming in a fucking wedding gown, but
She got a veil.
This is your son's wedding, like not your ex, or like this is creepy behavior.
This is beyond creepy. There's something like not right up there upstairs.
I can
like,
see why the dad and her
I really hope that
divorced.
we don't know how the story ends, but I really hope that these people went no contact with her after this.
I would.
because I would. Absolutely.
I would. That's fucking
100%.
insanity. Hell to the motherfucking no. And just like if you guys have children one day, like that's gonna be your children's like.
Oh my god, that's
grandmother.
good. That even worse.
No. Okay, so the ceremony happened, so everyone saw her in white, and she does appear in the pictures along with Clara looking smug. This dumb bitch standing in the photos like, yeah, I won. Look at me. I can't say
I would
that.
like have somebody like Photoshop her out of the pictures,
Yeah, seriously.
right? You
It's
can do
fucking
amazing things with
weird.
Photoshop nowadays. Like just take that whole bitch right out.
AI.
Yeah.
AI that bitch. Okay, so it says, this is the last final little paragraph. This is basically our conclusion to the story. But then, at the reception, in the middle of dinner, the 2 new drag brides appear calling themselves the Bridal Cheerleader Squad, making
love
little
that.
comedy skits and congratulating the couple. Mother-in-law went livid. It's not your wedding, bitch.
Yes.
It's not your wedding, bitch. I'm glad she got pissed off.
Yes.
The actors made such a great role. There weren't any master of ceremony, so they kind of took that role. They introduced, very courteously, all the people who gave speeches, brought in the cake, all in good faith, and as soon as they crossed paths with mother-in-law, they started joking about how mother-in-law was part of the bridal cheerleader squad.
Nice.
Yes, throw her under the
Leave
bus.
it to a drag queen to throw some good shade.
Yes,
Right?
they're always with the
they are
shade,
quick with the
always.
shade. I love it. I love it.
I love it. They even took pictures with her, and she tried to look like she was having a good time, but we could see she was miserable.
Good.
I cannot tell you how her face changed. She never looked happy for the rest of the wedding. So yeah, the bride and groom and every guest danced with the actors. The actors stayed for the rest of the reception because open bar, and mother-in-law stayed seated for most of the event. Cheers, everyone. Wow.
Mother-in-law got what she fucking deserved.
She did get what she deserved.
Absolutely.
The absolute insanity. Like, you gotta be out your fucking mind.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Out
Why
of
would you
your
do that to your
goddamn mind.
child? Like,
if you ever try, no, see, that's the thing. Is like, I'm a girl, but like, if Lisa ever tried to pull that shit,
Which
it
I
would
don't
be
think
ha-
she wouldn't.
She would never.
She would never.
But just as an example, if she ever tried to pull that shit, I would fucking throw hands. It would be on site. She would be escorted out
I would throw
of
hands
the
for you as
venue.
my daughter. I would be up in there throwing some
Hell no.
hands
She
because
wouldn't even be allowed
No.
into the venue
No.
at that point. I'm gonna have security, and I'm gonna have there's gonna be like red wine at the thing, like ready to go. If anybody
just, like,
tries to
throw it
come
on
in
her
wearing
just in
white and
case.
just like,
yeah, yeah.
dress code
That's
violations.
crazy. I feel bad for those people, but it sounds like their wedding turned out good thanks to the drag queens because
Yes,
they
that's
saved
awesome.
the day.
Could you imagine going to a wedding and it's like drag queen entertainment?
I would love that.
I would love that.
I would
Should I hire
absolutely
drag
love
queens
that.
for my wedding.
Fuck yes, you should.
How do I hire drag? Wait, how do I hire one?
Oh, we could find
I'm
out.
gonna find out.
You could definitely find out because that'd be a good time.
That would be a really
That would be a really good time.
Bussing it down on the dance floor.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I don't know how Taran would feel about that. Not that he would have like a problem, like he doesn't have a problem with drag queens or
Yeah, yeah.
anything. But like, I don't know how he would feel about having that type of entertainment at our wedding. Like we're trying to think of like DJ, not like full blown performance. But I would love a full blown performance.
You could hire a drag queen DJ.
a drag queen DJ.
Oh my God! There you go.
Okay.
Best of both worlds. If
I'm
there's
not-
any drag queen DJs out there,
Hit me
her up.
Hit me up. I'm not getting married anytime soon. I'm hoping to get married. See, I'm still waiting for the ring. I got
Hint,
a
hint.
couple rings from him, but they're not like the ring. But you know, I have a deadline. I have a couple of dates. I have 2 dates set, one for 2028 and one for 2029. So I'm already planning the wedding.
Let's hope it's 2028. We've
yeah,
waited long
sooner rather
enough.
than later. But it's expensive. Are you gonna help pay for the wedding?
I mean, we'll help DIY your wedding.
That's what it's gonna be, a full DIY. It's gonna
Although
be
I
a
really
full
suck at the DIY stuff. You got the DIY gene, not me, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. But let's
yeah.
look up some drag queen DJs. That would be the
Yes.
bomb. That would
Yes.
be awesome. That'd be so fun.
A drag queen DJ.
Yes. I'm sure there's some out there.
There's gotta
There's
be.
gotta be.
There's gotta be. I wonder what
We
their
got a couple
rates are,
years
how
to find one,
expensive.
so
I got a couple years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do. I want, because that's the thing is like I don't care about like the wedding in terms of like, oh, I'm committing myself to him forever, whatever. Like
You
no,
guys
we
are already
already know.
committed.
We already know
You're
that we're
already
gonna be
committed.
together. We've
Yeah,
already
yeah.
been together for so long.
it's
but
just
it's
the
just a big
formality
party.
of it. Yeah.
No, I just want the party of it. Like I don't
Yes.
even care if we don't get married on paper. We will, but like even if we weren't to get married on paper, like just having the party with all of our friends and
And
family,
family
who
to
love
celebrate,
us,
yes.
to celebrate like
Yeah.
our love. I just think weddings are so beautiful. I love
They are.
weddings. But there better not be any wedding drama llama at my wedding. Otherwise, I'm going to tweak out. Unless it's something funny with like somebody else.
Like
oh,
what was
there's
that?
a wedding
Like my
crasher.
wedding? The
Ma-
whole
Marissa?
drama at my wedding? Do you
Yes,
remember that?
I remember that
Yeah.
drama. I don't know if we need to get
We'll have to get into that at a different time.
But yeah, and like the wedding crasher, whoever it was at Marissa's wedding that
Wait.
nobody knew.
There was a wedding
But-
crasher at Marissa's wedding?
You didn't know that?
No.
There was, okay, so
Listen,
apparently,
you were in labor, so there was a whole bunch of
I
shit
was
going
in-
on at fucking Marissa's wedding.
I was
so,
in labor at my cousin's wedding.
Yeah,
We can go into that another time. But apparently, I don't know, she sent out like a text or something. I heard something being like, does anybody know who this guy is? Because he was in the background of like a lot of photos, but like nobody remembered inviting him and like didn't know if he was like somebody's plus one. And then somebody said in the group chat, like for her wedding, because I was in her wedding group chat before, somebody said that they think it was somebody's like man or somebody's like plus one.
yeah.
But it was like this dude. It was the guy. I think I could be wrong. I think it was the guy that was wearing the hat and like the high socks and like the shorts. Like because he was the one that looked the most out of place. But
Oh.
apparently they were saying that people saw this strange person come in, like take food, take drinks and stuff like that, and then like hang out for a bit and like peace out, like sitting at a table.
Maybe he was
that
at like a
wasn't-
different wedding there, and he was just like, "This wedding's boring. I'm going over to this wedding."
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't. I honestly don't remember that because there was so much going on. Like
was literally in labor.
You were literally in labor, and then it was just such a big wedding. So
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but that's
I'm sad
hilarious.
I didn't get to stay for all
That's
of it. But I was
hilarious.
busy having a child.
Yeah,
So
well,
I
fair.
had to go for
I
good
mean,
reason.
fair enough.
All right. Well, Mom, or should I say Tian, thank you so much for coming on the pod and being my very first guest.
Thanks
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate it.
It's been fun.
Yes. If you guys loved this mother-daughter chaotic energy, please stay tuned. We're going to have her on the pod again.
Oh hell yeah!
We're going to have
I'll
her
come
on the
back.
pod again. Maybe you'll be a reoccurring guest. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up, give it a little like, leave a comment if you have any feedback or anything, because I am still learning how to do all this stuff. I do apologize because I know on my last video, the sound was cranked all the way up when I was doing my editing, and it sounds like shit in the earphones, like literally making my own ears bleed. So I do apologize. So if there's anything you guys have like suggestions about or things that you think I should change, let me know. Also, if you have any tea that y'all want to spill on the pod, DM me. We can keep it anonymous, but I'm always looking for good stories, especially if it's wedding drama related.
Oh, wedding
because
drama
we
is the
love the wedding
best.
drama, or like mother-in-law horror stories. I love
Those
that.
are really good too.
I love that. I'm just thankful I don't have a horrible mother-in-law.
No, your mother-in-law's
lucky.
awesome.
pretty lucky.
Even I love her. She's awesome.
Yes. All right. So thanks for hanging out, besties, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.